Hi again. This is Peter, and I'd like to welcome you to the development skills phase of the online instructor orientation. And what I'm going to do in this little video is give you a little bit of an orientation to how the shell works so that you know what to look for when you start your development tasks. So this is the course shell that you're going to be doing your development work in. And it basically is going to look like this. And one way that you know that you're in a course shell that you can develop as opposed to take as a student is to look up here in the upper right corner where you'll see a link for course admin. That shows that you have course admin privileges and the ability to edit a course, edit what's in a course. When you're a student, you never see this course admin link. So that's going to be the first thing that you have to think about when you look at this course shell, is think about what you as an instructor are able to see, and then what the students are going to be able to see. And then right here on your course homepage, there's this Instructors Getting Started widget, which is basically information for you. And I hope that you clicked on the video right here. You probably did because you're listening to me now. But then on the right-hand side of the course, the course homepage, and also down below here, the announcements widget, these are all things that the students are going to see. And you're going to have to make sure that these things are correct so that they show up correctly for your students. In this case, your chipmunks, who are the volunteers on our staff who will be acting as students in this little practice course that you're doing. You can see right here under the announcements widget that Robert Redford was the instructor for this course, and you're going to have to make sure that this is updated so that it shows your information, not Robert Redford's information. Then if I click on the content tab here, the content link in the nav bar, this also is going to take a little bit of thought on your part, because this Getting Started module that shows up here, excuse me, this is not something that your students are going to be able to see, or it's not something you want them to be able to see, but this is going to contain a lot of the information that you're going to need in order to prepare this course for your students to be able to take. So I'm going to click right down here on this instructions link, and just to show you what this looks like, basically there are all the instructions here that you'll need in order to get this course ready for your students. So it looks like there's a lot here. There are about 20 pages or so of directions, but they go kind of quickly once you start working on them. So let's see, let me go back to the table of contents here and just explain one other overview point, and that'll basically be it. And that is that over here where you can see the different modules that are in content, you can see there's Introduction to Online Learning, Course Information, and Week 1 module. These are all modules that you're going to want your students to see. And so you're going to want to prepare these so that your students are ready to see them. And if you follow the directions carefully, you'll see that you basically don't have to do very much in these first 3 modules. In fact, in this first module, Introduction to Online Learning, you don't have to do anything at all. You can just leave that alone. In Course Information, there are a couple pages to modify, and in the Week 1 module, there are a couple of settings to modify. What you're not seeing here is that you're going to add a Week 2 module that's going to slip right below here, and that's going to be content that you develop from your own discipline if you'd like to. But basically there are 2 things to do here. There's stuff to modify, and then there's new stuff to build in. And if you follow the directions, it should be pretty clear. When it's all done, when you're all done with the work and the development tasks, you'll end up copying all the information from this course shell into your teaching shell. And when you click on the class list, you'll see the chipmunks there in that shell. And I'll provide that shell to you. So anyway, you're on your way. Hope you enjoy this experience, and keep in touch. Send me questions if you have them. Thanks.